Well, good morning and welcome back to my channel. This morning I'm out for a little paddle and I'm launching from Teston Lock. It's quite a grey old day. When I turned up it was about 1 degree. I believe it's gone up to about 3 now. It's taken me quite a while to load in. So, but yes, so I've started off from Teston Lock and I'm paddling down to East Farleigh Lock. And I'll give you a little bit of history of it on the way, and yeah, just come along and hopefully you enjoy the video. Well, to the left there's the canoe pass, well, canoe and fish pass at Teston Lock. It's a double-barreled one. You go down away and then into some calm, and then into the slope and the rough again. And I've seen quite a few people come a cropper on that one. I've never actually been down it myself, but I may try it out in the summer. And just in front of us now is Teston Bridge. As I pedal along, I'll give you a little bit of history on it.
Teston Lock was originally constructed in the 1740s when 14 locks were built to make the river navigable from Maidstone to Tunbridge, enabling the transport of iron products from the Weald. The current lock dates back to 1911 and will take crafts up to 24.5 metres times 5.6 metres with a draft of 1.7 metres. Teston Bridge dates to about the 15th century and is one of a series of medieval bridges across the River Medway. The 3 outer arches were built in the early 19th century. The bridge is constructed of Kentish flagstone and is a Grade 1 listed monument.
Well, on our way now. We're paddling downstream, so as I said, it's Teston Lock to East Farleigh Lock. Once you go past East Farleigh Lock, you've got quite a long stretch. I believe it's 7.2 kilometres to Allington Lock. You go through Maidstone and then to Allington Lock, which is the actual end of the Medway canoe trail, or the non-tidal River Medway. From there on it goes through Chatham, Rochester, onto the estuary where it meets the River Thames. They join together. This paddle is approximately 3.2 kilometres or 2 miles in old money, so it's not too far. And at the moment, I don't know if you can see behind me, the water's like an absolute mill pond. It has forecast for showers today, so I have got, I'm prepared. I've brought a poncho with me rather than leggings and top, so I could just sort of, with a little shower, I can just quickly throw it over me, over the seat and some of the equipment, and just ride the shower out. I can hear a little bit of road noise in the background still. That's one of the main roads running into Maidstone town centre. But on the actual river, all I can hear is bird song, birds tweeting. Spring is in the air and everything is coming to life. I don't know how well the footage is coming out, but literally the water's like a mirror. So just stop paddling a minute. If you look at the bank on the right, you can literally see the mirror image in the water. Lovely. Well, as you've already seen, I'm out in my Story Ranger 1 kayak again, rather than my larger Blue Wave glider 2-person. It's are remarkably easy to carry. From the car park, Teston Country Park, or Teston Bridge Country Park, it's about 200 metres, I believe, to the water. I'll put it down below if that's incorrect. But so what I did use my kayak trolley. I've managed to adapt it to fit on this, loaded all the stuff up, but the downstream platform was down a load of stairs as well, so I had to sort of unload everything and carry it all down sort of a flight of stairs before I could launch. And I was a little bit concerned because what with my winter kit, which I did a video about, which my last video was what I take with me when I'm out on the paddle in the winter. I've got one 20-litre dry bag in front of me, which has basically got essentials, you know, things I need to get to straight away, like the rain jacket and bits and bobs like that, water. And in the back I've got a 20-litre dry bag full of electronics, filming equipment, and then the kayak trolley. So there's a fair bit of weight on this. I'm not exactly as light as a flea at the moment, so but it's handling it, but it does feel a bit strange for me. I'm used to sort of having so much more room on the kayak. I mean, this is something like 5 feet shorter than my Blue Wave glider, which is quite a lot, but this is testing it out. It's basically fully loaded. Obviously had food, coffee and all sorts on it. It takes a little bit of time to load up, but it's well worth it once you get on the water. Sun's trying to break through the cloud on the right, but I don't think that's going to quite happen. But it does seem to be warming up a little bit now. Plus, obviously, I'm paddling. Seem to be the only one in the world at the moment. There is a footpath route. I believe you can go all the way from Tunbridge Slipway, which is the start of the Medway Canoe Trail, all the way to Allington along a footpath which is on the left hand bank. It may be something in the future that I will do, walk it in stages and maybe do a few overnight camps en route. Oh well, time for a quick water break. Just let myself float along. There's no current whatsoever. The Ranger 1, it's handling itself quite well at the moment. I'm quite pleased, although I am surprised how difficult I'm finding it to actually get into and get out of. It's I think because the side chambers are so, although they're like the traditional style, they're very small and very low to the water. So I suppose I'll get there. The only good thing about it is when you're trying to get in and you wobble, it's basically like, I mean, the base is like a paddleboard because it's drop stitch, so you tend to sort of wobble around a little bit, but I do get in. And the other thing is, I don't know if you've seen my last video, I'll put a link up on the top corner, but when I did the winter loadout kit video, I did explain about a couple of the mods that I'd done, and one was to the seat. It was about having a gel cushion underneath it, which I've got now, which is absolutely excellent. It just holds the seat firm, gives you that little bit of extra cushioning. And also I put a couple of little pieces of bungee on the back of the seat at the top, go into the back D-rings to stop the seat falling forward, and it's worked. Because when I got in, there was a bit of a wobble, and I think without them, the seat would have moved out of position, and it may have actually dropped forward and caused me problems, whereas not this time. Straight into the seat. So hooray, that's that's worked out well. So what I'll do, maybe later if I remember, before I take the seat out, I'll show that setup again. So if you're interested, get yourself cut a little bits of bungee, a few hooks or whatever, and do the same thing. If you've watched any of my kayaking videos before, you'll know that the River Medway's a localish river to me. I have a river at the bottom of my road, the River Darren, but you can't kayak it. You can walk in it. So this is actually the nearest river I can get out on, and Teston Lock, or basically in any point, is no further than sort of 22 miles from where I live. I mean, Teston's 17 miles, so this morning in the school holidays it literally took me something like 25 minutes to get there. So it's nice and local, and it's my little go-to playground when I'm just fancy a paddle and just to clear my head. Hello, you out for a walk? Are you out for a walk? Do you want to come for a paddle? No. There's a nice treed woodland area to the right here, although there's loads of signs up saying private land, no mooring, no this, no that, so I suppose that's where people have taken liberties in the past. Nice to see the willows coming back into bloom. Absolutely beautiful when they're out in the summer. I'm taking a really slow amble today. I mean, this is in no way is it a fast craft, and I'm fairly well loaded up. I've probably got about 100 kilograms of weight on it with me and the kit. It's never been about speed with me. When I get out on the paddle, I just want to lollop along nice and slowly. Obviously I film a lot as well, so I try and keep my footage as smooth as I possibly can under the circumstances. And this kayak does go slightly from side to side, whereas my touring kayak doesn't. It just goes absolutely straight as a die, but it's an awful lot shorter. The longer the kayak, the straighter it tracks, apparently. I'm just going to shut up for a moment and just take in the views and listen to the bird song. Well, I've just down paddle and I'm just taking in the sights and the sounds. Look at that view ahead. That is absolutely stunning. There's a narrow boat a bit further down. You see the smoke coming out of the chimney. So he's got his log burner going. What a life. Beautiful landing for that goose. An awful lot of noise going on. As you can see up ahead, that is East Farleigh Bridge, and just past that there's the weir. As you can see, there's the warning buoys. It's been a while since I paddled this little stretch, probably 2.5 years, so it's actually quite nice to have got it back out on it again. Very picturesque stretch of water. I've had it to myself as well, which is an absolute bonus. I'll give you a little bit of the history of East Farleigh Bridge.
East Farleigh Bridge is a 14th century road bridge of rough, coarse Kentish ragstone, spanning the River Medway between Barming to the north and East Farleigh to the south. The bridge was originally built with 4 large pointed arches, but a smaller arch was added later, spanning land. It is scheduled as an ancient monument and considered to be the finest bridge in southern England. It is a perfect example of medieval design and workmanship. This monument allowed Cromwell's 400 parliamentary troops to march over it in 1648, where they met strong resistance in East Farleigh before marching towards Maidstone to fight 6,000 royalist soldiers in the English Civil War. It underwent repair in 1843 and was refurbished in the early 21st century.
I'll just cruise in now. Perfect. That'll do nicely. Well, I'm just going to take you for a little walk around the lock, and then I'm going to grab a bite to eat before heading back upstream. I'm crossing over the lock gate, and what I'll do, I'll show you the bridge. You can probably hear the weir in the background now. It's nice and calm this end. I'm just going to take you down and show you the other canoe platform. You've got a portage at this one, and it's around about 100 yards or so to the other platform, which is just over there. and that's the direction downstream towards Maidstone and then onto Teston Lock, and after that the river becomes tidal. Well, that's it. All fed and watered. About time to start thinking about loading up and heading back upstream. Well, back on board of sorts. Didn't really want to film that. It was actually probably one of my best attempts, to be honest, but I'll get used to it. It's just taking a bit of time. Right, so let's get my paddle and let's start heading back upstream. Just show you the turn on this. I might have to. No, I had to help it along because there's a bit of an undercurrent here. Well, I thoroughly enjoyed my lunch. I had a nice cup of ground coffee. And what I'll do, I'll leave this video running so you can see the bridge as we come away from it. See the church up on the hill there? And on the right hand side here you can see the mobile homes on two different levels. I actually thoroughly enjoyed lunch. I've thoroughly enjoyed this paddle so far. As I said earlier, I've literally had the river to myself. There's been not one other kayaker, canoeist or powerboat. Absolutely nothing on the river. So suits me down to the ground. Lunch was really good. I had a nice little rest and took a walk around the the lock, taking a few pictures, had a chat with a few of the dog walkers, so yeah, all good. So what I'm going to do now, on the way back, I'm going to record some footage and just keep myself quiet, maybe set it to some music. This last bit is a bit of a fight because you're fighting not only the canoe fish pass, but you're fighting the current from the weir, so you do have to put a fair bit of effort in here. Once I get past this canoe pass, I think where I hang a right, it should calm down a bit. Sort of kills your arms at the last moment. Getting bumped around a little bit where I'm in the wake of the pass, obviously avoiding the weir. That's it, time to glide in, slow down and glide in. Well, that's me all packed away. I'm going to go and take a little walk now. It's actually quite a nice afternoon, just a gentle breeze. It's probably about 8 degrees, so I may just have a half-hour walk around just to get some fresh air, get some life back in my legs. I had about 2 hours, 2.5 hours out on the paddle. I met one person on the river, and that was as I was coming back into the lock, and that was a lady on a paddleboard who had been going downstream for quite some while, and she said she's not seen anybody at all. No canoes, kayaks, paddleboards or cruisers. So a very, very quiet day, just how I like it. See a couple of birds on the river, more on the way back when I wasn't sort of talking over the video, starting and stopping the camera. See a heron. Blow me, could I get him on camera? I just tried my absolute damnedest, and it just kept evading me. A couple of kingfishers. It was actually quite nice on the way back for a change not to record, just to literally just go along looking around and just listening to the sounds. Really did enjoy that, chilled me right out. So that's this video wrapped up. I hope you enjoy it, and if you do or have, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the next video. Bye for now.